Hello, and thank you for coming to my channel, Compass Starlight. This is going to be an energy check-in for the week. One last shuffle on camera. This is the Mantegna Tarot. We have 3 cards here already. Grammar, card number 21. Luna, card number 41. And Cleo, card number 19. From the Mantegna Tarot. This is the Moon and Stars Tarot. Ace of Cups. And this is the Starseed Oracle. Star bathing. Grammar 21. Luna 41. Cleo 19. The Ace of Cups. And star bathing. Right away, what I'm seeing is some power in the archetypes of these cards. We have the Moon, or Luna. Interestingly, the card, the Chariot, is typically associated with the star sign of Cancer. The charioteer being drawn in a chariot by 2 equal and opposing forces. And here with the Moon, the ruling planet of the sign Cancer, we also see a charioteer here being drawn by 2 horses, flying through the sky with her, where the protagonist has a grip on the moon. So, this has something to do with cycles coming full circle and having an understanding of those cycles that is being shown to me by this protagonist having a handle on the moon. This is also going after your pursuits, both in this chariot as well as with these ships here in the harbor. Have your ships come in? Cleo also is a card about going after what you want unapologetically, not wasting your time on frivolities, on frivolousness, on the inconsequential. So here at the feet of the protagonist is the sun. This is the radiance guiding you on. You are following that bright star of the sun. Now also this protagonist is, it's a little bit of similarity to the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. By whatever means necessary, Cleo travels from one place to another, even though, be it at the expense of this swan, Cleo has found a way. The red belt signifies passion. This is similar association as one would see with the Empress. The grammar archetype is of memory. The message associated with the card says, writings remain like an indelible memory. We have that ability to hold on to our lessons, to learn our lessons. We have the ability to reflect on the past in that which is published. Published implies accessible to the public. Perhaps that's not the right word. What I mean to say is, at this point in time, we have the ability to capture events, people, moments in time. We have the ability to capture and witness that which is by way of photographs. We have an ability to capture that which is by way of the internet. Whereas we share photographs, we share information, we share our writings, we share our thoughts. There are blogs, there are videos. There are so many mediums where traditionally this card, grammar, signifies writings remain like an indelible memory. I believe that is an outdated notion, and that we have far more information available to us that remains like an indelible memory. It is the history throughout time, throughout our existence. Granted, the farther back we go, the more sporadic the details, fewer and farther between. But this is not to say that we don't have access to that information. What we are looking at here are ways in which we can reflect upon our past, ways in which we can be in touch with our memories, ways in which our minds are triggered to bring us back to past circumstances, past relationships, past situations, so that we may reflect on all that we have learned. Perhaps you're looking through a group of photographs. Sometimes in a group of photographs, there are several that are out of focus. Other times, there's a group of photographs that may include people with whom we no longer wish to associate. Or perhaps it's been so long since we have associated with certain individuals that we've forgotten who some of these people are that are captured in these photographs. What are you holding on to? What are you learning? Likewise, when we reflect on our writings, our letters, our interests. I've been going through some boxes of things I've had in storage for years. I've found writings of notes that I'd taken in certain classes that I had held on to, thinking that they might prove to be useful at a later point in time. Now is a later point in time. Could they be useful in the future? Potentially. But it's certainly not worth the weight of carrying these things around. Did I learn them the first time? Similarly, there are letters I had come across from earlier times in my life, messages communicated by friends, associates, colleagues, and they definitely represented a different time in life, a youth, both the youth I was living as well as the immaturity of the youth that these individuals were living. We have all grown so much over this time. What did it show me? It showed me that people cared about me enough to communicate with me. It showed me where people held their values based in the topics on which they chose to write. But looking back at writings, you can, like I said, boxes, old term papers. What was I interested in at the time? Do I still have an interest in these things? Yes, these are all markers of history, and they do remain. They are part of what makes us who we are. And we evaluate where we placed the importance of such things, whether they be photographs, writings, diaries, papers, research, etc., etc. It's a time to reflect on how you formed yourself, where your interests took you up to this point in life. What serves you, what no longer serves you. With the moon, that is the archetype for imagination. Analyze dreams to discover yourself. Yes, you are being asked to analyze yourself so that you can recognize your own patterns, so that you can learn and skim off, okay, I've invested my interests here and there. I researched this and that. These were my hobbies. These were my interests. What do I want to carry forth with me into the future? Where are my skills? Where are my strengths? Analyze dreams to discover yourself. Analyze everything that made you who you are. Analyze what you invested in and discover who you are. Take off the top, skim off the top, the best parts of your skills, of your dreams, of your passions, and bring that forward with you, because you will need that. You will need that on the next steps of your journey. The message has been loud and clear for the last week or so. You have everything you need, perhaps even longer than that. You have everything that you need to carry yourself forward, to be independent, to take care of yourself. It may require you reflecting on some of your skills, your history, your memories. How did you get through challenges in the past? Were you resourceful? Cleo, card number 19, is the archetype for modernity. This card says, remain in step with the times without wasting your breath. This means to follow the beat, follow your own vibration on your path. Have you found your pace? As you walk your path with your pace, are you in tune with it? Are you in step with it? Remain in step with yourself, with your vibration. Be in alignment, right, with that which interests you. Be in alignment with your path. Be in step. Remain in step with the times without wasting your breath. Don't expend your energy towards that which is not fulfilling, that which is not useful. Conserve your energy for your own focus, for your own path, not wasting your breath. Now, the Ace of Cups in this deck represents satisfaction. This is beautiful. This is the culmination. This is the full circle, that full cycle of the moon. In the Ace of Cups, particularly in this deck, it's funny to me, this is meant to look like a cup. To me, it looks like a drum. Regardless, Ace of Cups, the thing about this particular card, the way it's depicted, the cups are depicted in this specific deck. The way the cups are depicted in this deck shows balance in the cup, in and of itself, in the design of the cup. And yet, both sides cannot be full at the same time. There is a satisfaction in the balance of the design. Hey, buddy. So this is to say that if you were to have a chalice of this form, it would hold strong on the surface table once filled, well, empty or filled. Do you need some attention, lovey? This cup, my little guy wanted to say hello. This cup has balance. It can be and remain stable on a tabletop based with this design, whether it be full or empty, and you could flip it in reverse and still find that it has the same stability. This is a stable cup, be it empty or full. Oh, look at that munchkin. Ace of Cups, satisfaction. Here we find the ability to finally close that circle. Close the circle. A week or two ago, probably a couple weeks ago, just because I haven't been doing a ton of videos, I do remember discussing this notion that we went through a cycle. I think I was using this deck as well. We went through a cycle where we were meant to eliminate things, put things on the outside of the circle, and then close the circle for having learned a lesson or lessons. And then once we were coming around to the closing point, coming to a point where we discover, oh no, there's actually more. There are more lessons. There are more people I have to cut out of my life, or other situations I have to cut out. And you have to go around again and close out that circle after making it bigger. This is the finality of having done so. I had many years ago, I think I was in grade school, there was a presentation in the school meeting. Some group had come to the school, and one of the performers said something to the end of, "A man drew a circle to keep me out, so I drew a circle to include us both." I thought that was beautiful, and obviously it stayed with me for about nearly 40 years. If you write it down, if you draw it out, it really is a beautiful image. A man drew a circle to keep me out. I drew a circle to include us both. A circle can be a mark of protection. Having passed through time and whatever lessons you have learned in the past month or so, you specifically, everything specific to your own life, your own path, where are you drawing your own circles of protection? Have you done a good job in selecting that which needs to be protected? Did you choose wisely in that which you are valuing? Did your discernment hold up for you in a way that benefits you and your life and your choices? This is a time where you can stand back after having drawn your circles of protection, after having evaluated all the things. Now you get to stand back and esteem the circumstances. Evaluate the circumstances. Did I do a good job? And what? Did I do a good job in selecting that which I should keep and protect? This Ace of Cups suggests that you have done a good job. It suggests a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction with the work that you have done in the work of evaluating and reevaluating and discerning all that which is important to you, including yourself. Highest point, most important, the evaluation of self. Finally, we have the card Star Bathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. I will read this card. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many star seeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten, and all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. This is to say, the indelible memory is held within the crystalline grid. This is the witness to all that is. It is similar to the Akashic records. If you pull this card, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. Download a star bathing meditation at starseedoracle.me. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Starseed activation says, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me, and as they do, may it heal the earth too. Now what I'm finding is the desire to travel, the desire for movement, to align with the message of the star bathing card. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. Yes, indeed. This may mean simply walking in your travels and putting your vibration into the earth, speaking with others and sharing your voice and letting the vibration of your voice impact others. Sharing your voice, sharing your vibrational frequency. So perhaps when you begin making your spring and summer plans for travel, for minor excursions, whatever you are able to do, you will remember this message and consider singing out, conversing with strangers, going for a walk. I would like to see if I can get one card from this Visconti Tarot deck. One card, one last message. Some kind of clarity. Ace of Cups can indicate brand new beginning in love. I'm sure that would certainly be welcome. I don't specifically do love readings. If that's the message, there it is. Or I could say all my messages are about sharing love. Nonetheless, these are always general messages. I haven't brought it upon myself yet to focus on individual star signs. One message, please. One card. Beautiful. Awesome. Queen of Cups. A lot of Cancer energy here. Grammar. She looks a little bit miserable on this card, but she is clutching onto that cup. Perhaps memories of love. Memories of expressions of love. It's a similar appearance here between Cleo and the Queen of Cups. This gaze and looking toward the past but moving toward the future. These green gloved hands, very strong, vibrant energy, very fertile, virility, fecundity. Those are her hands in green. Ripe with growth and a full cup. She's also indicating the symbol of peace with her hand and the one red shoe poking out from underneath her skirt. A willingness to take a step forward in the direction of love. A willingness to show a bit of vulnerability. Moving forward, they do seem to look at the past, but there is forward motion. Forward motion after evaluating all of the lessons and finding the satisfaction of knowing that you have prepared yourself, knowing that you have evaluated and reevaluated, that you have made discerning assessments. That's the message. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave that there for the energy check-in for the week. I hope to come back for a midweek check-in, but let's just thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. I hope you have a good week. I hope you feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. I hope this message applies to you. Be well.